The Lord to me a shepherd is, one therefore shall not I. He in the folds of tender grasses doth make me down to lie.
Everything all right in there, Cap?
Oh, what could go wrong in paradise?
Yeah, right. Anyway, that kid's in interrogation.
Oh, yeah, right. Thank you.
Okay. Leon Gladstone, age 15.
Oh, I'm getting interrogated.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, you provided quite a little distraction for our little department, haven't you? I have to waste a patrol car every hour cruising Waterhill Road because you sprayed graffiti on a mansion. Leon, why don't you stick to the projects where people don't have any pull?
Graffiti on ghetto houses? That's just so imitative. This isn't tagging. See, people don't get it. This is a story.
So that's why you painted cartoons all over town of skulls fighting with lasers. It's a comic book.
I'm not a comic book geek. That's just so imitative.
So who are the skulls?
See, you don't get it.
Right, yeah, I don't get it. So what are the skulls?
They're dead people, and they're at war in the future against the evil dead.
All right. Okay. Against bad dead people, yeah.
And there's this battle after the evil dead kidnapped the queen of the good dead, and they've taken her to their dark kingdom underground. See, in that photo where I tagged the library, the good dead people fly in from the sun.
With laser swords.
Right. And see, what I did on the side of the school bus, this old guy is letting himself get killed.
Oh, yeah. Okay. He lets the other guy cut him down, I see.
One of the evil dead. That's what you're not getting.
The bad guy, yeah.
But he lets the evil dead destroy him because he's just going to go back to the sun.
Back to the light, the positive force.
The light that is the positive force.
Got it. Okay. So, you're ripping off Star Wars.
No. See, you didn't follow it. These people come from the sun.
The sun is a star, dark side, light side, laser fights, Vader kills Obi-Wan. It's Star Wars with dead people. Do you have any scenes with a little band in the cantina?
It's an homage.
So you're messing up other people's property with other people's ideas. Well, being unoriginal is still legal, I guess. But boundaries, Leon. Whatever else is all right these days, you don't paint your name onto other people, you know?
You don't get it. Star Wars is imitative.
Who's the most boring little men who think they're above it all? You know what I mean? You're God's gift, or your parents are mean, or you got a little power, so the rest of us are supposed to wait on you. Have I got that about right, Leon? Because you're missing something in your head that actually puts you in charge of everything. You see the irony of that?
You know what? I have the right to remain silent.
No one gives a shit what you have to say. I hope you get raped.
What?
Still your mouth, woman. You are the ones on trial here. I am the Grand Inquisitor.
The law states I have the right to discovery.
These satanic delays. We are discovering till the sun doth burst.
I pre-interview all witnesses, review all evidence, and confront all my accusers, as outlined in Rule 16 of Federal Rules of Criminal Procedure. So, who are the witnesses?
In our village, Pamela Grace doth suffer boils and blight upon her crops.
She's been dead for 300 years. Next.
Jonathan Peabody has been levitated 3 feet.
Dead. Next.
Oh, look, my brain hath turned to a swamp of eggs. You are Elizabeth Richardson? No, I burned her.
I am Suzanne Carson. This is Kevin Flax. We're with Dugan Wireless.
What would happen if we just walked away?
You'd still get fired.
And ye would not be saved. Satan gnaws relentlessly at your soul like a woodchuck on a corn pudding or a harlot upon St. Stephen the Rotund. Only I may preserve ye.
You want us to thank you?
I want you to thank me, and I want you to send me mine overdue firewood. And 7 more acres of prime bottomland.
Hi, don't let me interrupt.
Who in Jacob's feet are you?
I'm still Reverend Michelson, your junior pastor, and these men are setting up a witch testing device.
That's our cell tower.
There be thy witness, like an throbbing blade of God.
See? It's a large, shining cross.
Well, the crossbeam is superfluous, but it won't hurt anything.
It's cool to the touch for anyone who's saved. See?
A spring that floweth, but doth not wet.
All right, sure. But when witches touch it, their hands burn. You can see. is Carson. He thinks you're a witch no matter what. So do us all a favor.
I know. Got it.
Suzanne, we all really appreciate this.
Just don't say anything. God damn it, I was winning. Ah, my hand. It burns.
Be gone, Satan!
Nick, where are you going, buddy? Where's your uniform?
I just sent Captain Riley my letter of resignation. I'm not working here anymore.
You're a quitter. I didn't peg you for a quitter, Nick. I didn't think you'd turn out to be a loser.
I don't think I lost everything. You wanted something from me. It wasn't just the sex. I don't know what it was, but I think I'm walking away with it.
So, okay. So I guess you're not a cop. You are a civilian, and I can pull you over. We'll chat then, all right, Nick? Be seeing you, Nick. Hello?
Is this Mr. Keith?
This is Lieutenant Keith.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were in the military.
I'm a police officer.
By mistake, Sergeant. Well, this is Bob Stevens. I'm the secretary of the Long Island Sound Boating League, and I'm afraid someone has beaten your speedboat record.
Oh, yeah?
A fella named Glenn Partridge hit 325 miles an hour in a Max Missile 90. Same as your boat, right?
That's 100 miles an hour more than the specs even allow.
I know, right? Completely obliterate your old record. End of an era.
Who's Glenn Partridge? Never even heard of this guy. Who are you?
I never heard of Glenn either. Think he's from California, drives a hybrid, has a bumper sticker for some public radio station.
Did this guy really break my record?
We'll be replacing your name on the webpage tomorrow. We leave you there for 24 hours, out of respect.
Don't be too quick about that. That guy's record is not going to stand.
Well, I can see why you don't want to defend your record. Everyone ages out of this sport.
That's not what I said. Did you listen to what I said?
You said it's more than your boat can do. Why would you lie about that?
I know what my boat can do. Just hold off on changing anything.
You had the record all this time and you could actually go faster?
I'm saying, watch what happens over the next 24 hours.
But you just told me your specs. I just don't understand why you'd lie about a thing like that.
You don't know who you're talking to. If you knew who you were talking to...
Whom?
What?
If you knew whom you were talking to. Or to whom you were talking.
You know, pal, I've got some work to do. Where'd you park my patrol car? I've got to run a real quick errand.
Well, at least I don't have to go back to the church. They'll never let us in.
Yeah, they will.
You told Reverend Mills we're witches.
Yeah, and he's already forgotten.
Oh, right. Crap.
So you'll be the first guy Dugan Wireless sends if there's a problem, because you've got experience here, and you succeeded. Well, if it were fun, they wouldn't pay us.
I get stuck between corporate and the creepy voice on the phone, and then I meet the creepy voice, and he's not even the problem.
The problem was the Reverend.
Problem was the Reverend, and he's not actually anything.
Not even real in a way.
We do all the bullshit work for the assholes in charge so they can go along not even knowing they're the assholes. Oh, the company's sending me to Mississippi for a while.
What's the complication in Mississippi? I forgot.
Every so often, the Civil War statues shoot at you. Tell you impressed me here, though, Pastor Mickelson. Patience of that guy, reintroducing himself to Mills all day, every day. And he really knew our equipment, too. He got the cell tower together by the book.
Huh. He really studied, didn't he?
Who has ruined my church with this distorted cross? And who in Malachi's feet are you?
I'm Pastor Michelson, your junior reverend, and you're going to use this cross to listen to your congregants.
They talk to it?
Yes, they do. When some of our flock talks to each other, a lot of it goes through the cross. So, with another machine I've rigged up here, we can hear it. See?
What hath God wrought?
It might take a while to fine-tune this and sort out who's who on here. But all these people think they're having a private conversation, which we can judge.
Their secret thoughts.
The evil in their hearts.
911 emergency.
Yes, I'm calling in a noise complaint. This crazy person in a speedboat just made a gigantic racket in the Long Island Sound right by my house.
Ma'am, this is an emergency line.
It's an assault on my ears and an attack on my sovereignty. He was racing along at 1,000 miles an hour, and his boat flipped and made all this commotion.
Wait,
and
there was
now
an accident?
My afternoon is ruined because the water is littered with boat parts.
Was there an accident?
That's what I said. The stupid thing broke into matchsticks, and now that stuff is all over my water.
Does the driver need an ambulance? Can you see him in the water?
I don't know. Aren't you listening? He was tearing around out there like a wild Indian. I want him locked up in the federal pen.
Ma'am, he may be dead.
Well, why does that have to be my problem?
I still don't get why we're driving all that way to go to church.
Just getting a little different perspective.
Dad, is there something you're not telling me? Ever since Lieutenant Keith died, you've been... I don't know.
Martha, I'm going to tell you something, and you can never repeat it to another living person. You're not my real daughter.
Please tell me you're not kidding. Hey, there's Nicky's patrol car. Hey, Nick.
Don't bother the man while he's working.
Just invite him into the house.
I cannot do that.
Why do you have to be the world's last remaining homophobe?
Not true. There's lots more of us in Iran.
Hey, Cap. Hey, Martha. Everything okay?
Yeah, we were just heading to church. Saw you over there.
Nick, you have to patrol on Sunday mornings?
Yeah, luck of the draw. Hey, Cap, I've been trying to catch you. Thanks for holding my letter of resignation. Guess I didn't have to quit after all, so...
Well, sometimes we hold resignations for 30 days.
You finished the basement?
Yeah, hired a guy. Cheap. I just let him wreck the house. It was the easiest thing.
So you're off to church already? 6 a.m.?
We're driving upstate.
Why out there?
A change of
I
scene.
don't know.
A change of scene.
Oh, yeah. Well, give confession to a strange priest, I guess. Might even be easier.
Right.
Yeah, it would.
Anyway, I've got to head on. Gotta patrol Water Hill Road one more time.
You already got their graffiti guy, right?
Yeah, well, it's an upscale neighborhood. They get what they want.
They're very delicate, you know.
Pale and frightened, like children.
Yes, they are our children, and we love them very much.
And we have given them names.
And we are sworn to die for them.
You literally are sworn to die for them, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
This has been The Invisible World, written and produced by Barry Lank. It is a work of fiction and does not portray any real person or event. It was recorded on 2 different microphones at 8 different locations throughout New York City, so yes, I do recognize the occasional differences in sound quality. You are just going to have to let that go. The play starred, in alphabetical order, Megan Brown, Armando Diaz, Jim Earl, Kent Jones, Kevin Kiernan, Barry Lank, Michael Lutton, Ross Taylor, Lizz Winstead, and Darbi Worley, and I think that's it. It had a better script than it might have because of critiques from Tim Kirk and Jim Earl, and I feel better about things in general because of legal advice from Robert Kern. All of you will feel better if you get legal advice from Robert Kern. The music in this podcast is traditional, and most of it may have been current in New England during the 17th century. The exception is the song playing behind me now, which is from World War I. The script and production of this podcast are copyright Barry Lank, September 2012.
And neat. No one could be just as cute and sweet. That's what Jimmy thought when the wedding ring he bought. Soon he'll go to France, supposed to meet. Jimmy thought he'd like to take a chance, see if he could make the Kaiser dance. Stepping to a tune all about the silvery moon. This is what they'll hear in far off France. Katie, beautiful Katie, you're the only girl that I adore. When the moon shines over the cowshed, I'll be waiting at the kitchen door. Uppity, up, at ease. That was some hike.